Hey guys, it's the Bearded Tangent back with some more ambiguous law of signs problems. So I've uploaded the video of instance where you may have multiple solutions, two triangles that would fit the parameters that we have been given. So now let's take a look at a situation where we might have no solution, where no triangle would be possible given the information provided. Now, we do want to keep in mind that this still only applies to side-side angle triangles, okay? So if it's a angle side or a different type of triangle, you can just go about your day solving it with law of signs and everything should work out fine. But if it's side-side angle, we have to keep an eye out because this could be an instance where we have no solutions, one solution or two solutions. So we're going to look at two instances where we would have no solution and how you can spot these. Before we begin, there's two things that we need to keep in mind when we're trying to solve these triangles, okay? The first one is a triangle can only have one obtuse angle, okay? This makes sense. A triangle is 180 degrees inside of it, so if you had an angle that was greater than 90, you can only have one of those. If you had two of those, it would no longer be a triangle. The points would not match up. So that's something we need to keep in mind as we go about working these problems. The other thing that we need to keep in mind is that our sine function is greater than or equal to -1 and less than or equal to 1. So whenever we go to take the arc sine to find an angle, we have to have a value between -1 and 1. If we don't, then we're not going to have a triangle. And I'll show you what this looks like. Your calculator will literally not let you solve this. So it's pretty easy to determine these if you put it right into your calculator because you'll get an error message. So let's look at our first problem. We'll go ahead and draw out the triangle. So we'll have triangle A, B, C. We've been given that A equals 85 degrees, side A equals 15, and side B equals 25, okay? So we'll go ahead and solve for angle B. So to do this, we'll set this up. We're going to have that the sine of 85 over 15 equals the sine of B over 25. Alright, so multiply both sides by 25 and clear out our fraction over here. So I'm going to have the sine of 85 divided by 15 times 25. So when you punch this in your calculator, you're going to get that 1.66 equals the sine of B. Now this is not our angle. This is what the sine of our angle would equal. Alright, so therefore to find B, we have to take the inverse of 1.66. Alright, now I'm going to pull up my calculator and show this to you how you can see that this just absolutely will not work. So I have on my calculator 1.66 entered in. So I'm going to go ahead and clear that out. Normally I would use the answer button, but today we'll just show it to you by entering it in. So I take the arc sine of 1.66, and I'm going to hit enter, and you get a domain error message. Your calculator will not let you enter this in. It's telling you that there's something wrong. And the reason why it's telling you that is because sine has to be between -1 and 1, and 1.66 is greater than 1, so we can't take the arc sine of it. Therefore, there is no solution. There is no triangle. So this would be an instance where your calculator will tell you. In any of these, if you work it through, your calculator will say, hey, domain error. It'll give you an error message to let you know that this is not possible. You cannot solve this triangle because there is no triangle. So let's take a look at one that you probably don't need your calculator for, that you can look at this and tell that there is just not going to be a triangle possible. Alright, so we're going to draw the triangle with the given information. So we have A, B, and C. So I'm given that angle A is 110 degrees. Side A is 125, and side B is 200. Alright, so normally we try to find side B here, but I don't think it's necessary. I think that we can look at this and just go ahead and tell that there are no triangles possible. Why? Well, angle A is an obtuse angle, 110 degrees. So that means if we subtract that from 180, all I have left is 70 degrees between these other two angles. Okay, now we have to remember a triangle's sides are going to be proportionate to the angle. So a bigger angle means a bigger side. A smaller angle means a smaller side. So this is my one and only obtuse angle in this entire triangle. I can't have any others. All right, and this side is 125. If we go down here and look at B, side B equals 200, which means that angle B has to be greater than 110 for this side to be greater than 125. Therefore, our angle here has to be greater than 110, which is not possible because we only have 70 degrees left to work with. So if you went ahead and worked this out like we did on the problem up here, you would get a no solution, but you can look at this and immediately tell, hey, it's not possible, there's no solution. So sometimes just taking a step back and looking at these, you can just really not have to do much work because it explains itself just through the logic of mathematics. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I'll have another video up showing you what to do and how to find the one solution for the ambiguous law of sines. Thanks for watching.